What is up, guys? It's time for unboxing video number 2. I've already got the box here, so let's get started. They've kind of just thrown everything in here haphazardly, so I'll just pull things out as I get to them. The tape was loose on the box, so hopefully everything's in here. I guess I'll confirm later. Alright. First things first, Yoshi's Safari. The Super Scope came. This was really cheap. Looks like it's never been played, actually. Let's open it up. Yeah, this really looks like it has not been used at all. This is pristine. And before you ask, I do not have a Super Scope. I will get one at some point. Surugaya did not have one. Yeah, that looks like it hasn't ever been opened. Cartridge does not have any tape on it or anything. But yeah, it's got the AC adapter blurb and the little Nintendo instruction blurb. Cool. I'll put it on my shelf and never use it. Looks like it's been opened once. I can see a little wrinkle up here, so most likely it's been opened, played maybe once. All right. Next we have Final Fantasy IV. Let's see, overall it's not terrible shape. It's kind of got that dusty, dirty feeling to it, so probably sat on a shelf for a long time. All right, this is upside down. Instruction, got a little bit of water damage right there, but yeah, at least the pages aren't stuck together. Game cartridge, and nothing else. All right. Moving on. Final Fantasy V. This one seems to be in nicer shape. Yeah, that dang tape. They put the tape, they like put the lip like right over, so you can't just like take the knife and make a straight cut. It's really annoying. Gotta just see if we can gently. There. Yeah, overall, really good shape on this one. I don't see any creases in the box, so this one's been well taken care of. I see the game. Let's see. Looks like the instruction was placed in the bottom on this one. Actually, no, this is not the instruction manual. This is like a, I don't know. I'm not familiar with the Final Fantasy V. Maybe they just did this weird thing for the instruction manual this time around. It folds out. It's like a giant piece of paper. I don't want to unfold it right now, though. So it's smaller than the normal instruction booklet, so I guess it goes in the bottom. I guess maybe they just changed things up for this game. Alright. And if you guessed Final Fantasy VI was coming next, you are correct. This one's got some tape residue on it from another game. Well, that didn't come off cleanly, but whatever. These things are going in the trash anyway. Yeah, this one's got, I thought I saw one crease on the box, but overall not too bad. It's definitely been on somebody's shelf. It's got the typical scuff marks where you slide it up against other boxes. There's the instruction. Pretty clean overall. And the game's kind of dirty, actually. Actually, yeah, it's real dirty. It might be worth hunting down a loose cartridge and swapping it out with this one. Oh, here's the baggie right here. That's interesting. Normally, I guess this person played this a lot, so they just kind of tuck the bag down in there. We'll put it back in the bag. That's probably why it's so discolored, because the previous owner didn't keep it in a little protective bag. Oh well. Box is in pretty good shape, though. It'd be worth hunting down a loose cart and swapping it out if you care about that sort of thing. All right, moving on. We have Star Ocean, and this one looks like they didn't even bother putting a protective cover on it. They just slapped a bunch of stickers on it, so I guess I will attempt to peel those off without damaging the box. I better pull up a chair. Usually their stickers are pretty good about having adhesive that does not destroy boxes. Yeah, it's coming up pretty good. Boop. There we go. Not bad at all. One down, two to go. All right, last one. And this one, it's got a little, yeah. Looks like they folded it over for convenient peeling. How considerate. Japanese people are so considerate. How nice. Cool. That came off pretty good, but I'm glad that that's not the norm, because that would be a pain doing that for every single game. No squished box, so it looks pretty good overall. The game manual, very good shape. I don't know what that sticker is. Tohoku Hero, Akito Hero. Somebody put that sticker on there. I may or may not peel that off. Cartridge is very clean. Very, very clean, actually. It's clear. It's definitely been played before. There are marks on the cartridge connector. AC adapter warning. Enix registration card. All right, put that back. Got lots more to go. Up next, Tales of Fantasia. If you've noticed a pattern so far, yeah, I'm buying all of those JRPGs that I never bothered to actually get for my collection. Oh, loose inside. That's not a good sound. This box is very clean. No dents in it. Well, there's a little corner dent right here. But no squished box, which is always good. Alright. So it's a loose card. It doesn't have the bag. That's why it was doing that. Card's in decent shape. My camera's having trouble autofocusing. Manual's in pretty good shape. A little bit of wrinkling, but not too bad. All right, so we've got a little bit. Here we go. Bahamut Lagoon. This one definitely does have some damage on this end of the box. This one was actually pretty cheap. I guess a lot of people do not like this game in Japan. Yeah, unfortunately this box got sat on or something. It's got some damage right there. Probably best just to leave it alone. Somebody got aggressive when trying to open it, I guess. Yeah, and that suffered damage too. Manual and loose game, and it's got a few things. It's got a Famitsu thing right there. Cartridge is pretty clean. Cool. Manual's in decent shape. Alright. Not too disappointed about that damage. This is kind of a cheap purchase. Alright, moving on. We have Chrono Trigger. very clean box. There's a few little nicks, but overall not bad. Pretty clean. Inside's pretty clean looking so far. Your manual. Manual's in very good shape. Yeah, very, very good shape actually. And the game. Wow, this is actually super clean. Wow. This might not have been played. These pins. Sorry, the camera's not. These pins look perfect. This might not have ever been played. If so, that's really cool. Might keep this one on the shelf and find a cheap loose copy or something. And it's got that Nintendo Satellaview brochure. It's a little bent. I'll flip it over that way so we can unbend it. Put it and bend it the other way. Yeah, this is in excellent shape. It's very possible that this copy may never have been used before. Oh, it does unfortunately have a wrinkle right there. Oh wow. Not the worst thing in the world. Look at that. 11,400 yen. Man, that is expensive. Alright, up next we have a boxed Wii Super Famicom Classic controller. And if you're wondering why I bought this, I think these things are really cool. You know, it's a very cool way to play Super Famicom, Super Nintendo games on the Wii Classic console. Or rather, you know, the Wii Virtual Console. I've never had one. I've always wanted to get one. So, yeah, I bought one. Now we have some loose goodies. I can figure out where they stop. Alright, so for starters, this is a loose Famicom Player 1 controller. Ripped out of a regular old Famicom. Why did I buy this? It's kind of beat up, actually. Yeah, it's whatever. So I bought this because a while back on a Famicom that I own, I did a controller extension mod on it where I actually took an extension cable from an NES and used it to make the cord extra long on that Player 1 controller. Well, I've kind of changed my mind and I want to be able to undo that mod, so they had these cheap controllers available, so I figured I'd just buy this and swap that controller with the long cable out for one of these guys. So, pretty simple. This is a loose Wii Virtual Console Super Famicom controller. Feels okay. It feels like a late model. It's got that kind of rough texture to it. Got the Wii logo on the back. It's an official Wii part. Not bad. Yeah, it's not terrible. I'll have to try it out later. You can probably already guess what this is from the shape. Oh, it doesn't even come with a strap. I guess I'll have to get one. But this is a WeMotion Plus Wiimote. Why did I buy this? Because prices for these are relatively good from Japan, and prices for these on eBay are terrible now. So I've got 2 WeMotion Plus remotes right now. I'd like to have 4 just to kind of have them on hand. So, you know, price is really good. So, yep. Up next, we have a boxed WeMotion Plus and Nunchuck. I think the sensor bar is actually in there too. That's kind of cool, actually. They didn't have this box pictured. They just had kind of like the peripherals pictured, so I was not actually expecting this box. Yeah, looks like the sensor bar's in there too. Cool. But yeah, I bought this for the same reason. I don't have a black nunchuck. I only have a white one. And just having an extra Wiimote Plus for cheap is really handy. So yeah, that's why I bought that. All right. We got the big ticket items. I'll save those for last. What's next? Pilot Wings. This was very cheap. I figured it would be nice to have in the collection because it's the launch title for Super Famicom. Not a huge Pilot Wings fan or anything like that. Just nice to have in the collection. Man, I just cannot get this guy open. There. Box is pretty roughed up. But again, it was relatively cheap. So, oh well. There's the game. And it looks like it has a small instruction manual that goes in the bottom. So maybe Nintendo didn't have a standardized manual size at this time. So, okay, cool. Yeah, cartridge is pretty clean, all things considered. Come on, get in there. Getting that plastic piece in there can be tricky sometimes. I think I need to flip it actually. I'm gonna put this one upside down just because of the crinkled box. All right, moving on. Mother 2 boxed. This one I knew there were several different choices to pick from surugaya. This I think was the cheapest option that was boxed. I was expecting this to have some damage on it. I think it's sun faded a bit. That's fine. I didn't want to pay the extra for a pristine box, so it's definitely seen better days. But at least I can say I have a boxed copy now. So, cool. Upside down. It's got the little reference card. Instructions have definitely seen better days. But again, at least it's there. And the game. Game is actually really filthy. Ooh, like it's gross to touch. Like, look at that. Oof. Well-worn contacts too. Well, oh well. As long as it works, that's all that matters. Alright, that's it for boxed Super Famicom. Moving on to loose Super Famicom. Breath of Fire 2. Some tape on there for some reason. Yeah, typical wear. Could use a little bit of a cleaning, but I'm sure it'll work just fine. Next, Rockman X. So I actually already have loose carts for X2 and X3, but for some reason I don't have an X. So now I have X. And unfortunately, these used to be relatively cheap, but they're starting to get up in price for boxed copies. So this is one of those games where I'm just going to settle for a loose copy. I'm not a huge Mega Man fan or anything, but it's nice to have them in the collection. Whoa. Those cartridge contacts are nasty. This is going to need some deep cleaning. Oh, look, it's got a security sticker on there. And last Super Famicom, Rockman, I believe this is Rockman 7. It's covered up, but yeah, this is Rockman 7. Go ahead and open that up. Yeah, overall, not bad. It's got those well-worn contacts again, so this game has definitely seen some love, if you could if you could call it that. All right, and the last game. I'm amazed this survived because they literally just threw it in the bottom of the box. Sonic Jam. I needed to get, no, I did get some cracking right there. That's unfortunate. They don't do a good packing job when you buy this stuff, unfortunately. This was literally in the bottom of the box. It was one giant box kind of just moving around, so I may have to track down another jewel case. But at least the spine card's there. Disc is very pristine, actually. Yeah. But I bought this just so I could have a Saturn game to test out my Saturn with that I bought from last time. So, yep, this was the only one that stood out. And last but not least, our big ticket item. What is this? Certainly do a good job packing this stuff. Got that authentic Japanese tape on there. If you guessed that this was a twin Famicom, you are right. This is a rather dirty twin Famicom, but hey, it was sold as working, so supposedly the disk drive and everything works. I guess we'll find out at some point. I've always wanted one of these just because I think it looks cool. So, looks like the controllers are hardwired, which is interesting. Huh. But yeah, so that goes like that. Yeah, always wanted one of these. I'm not planning on doing like an RGB mod or That's interesting. So it has like a, it's weird that like, if you just like slightly touch this, it just wants to go up. It's like the spring wants to go up and you can't put a card in. Very interesting design. I'll probably take it apart and clean it. But yeah, it's got AV jacks on the back. DC 7.6 volts. It didn't come with a DC adapter or AC adapter, so I'll have to source one. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. Alright, and last but not least, is it another Twin Famicom? Yes, it is. This one is the black model, otherwise identical. And this one was sold with a broken disk drive. I know for a fact that the disk drive does not work on this one. So I will attempt to fix that at some point. This was literally like $50. I think the red one was like right at $100. So for the pricing, it was really good, you know, with free shipping. So that's why I bought these. But yeah, that's it. That will conclude this unboxing. Thanks for watching.